that we know where chickens come from and how they're hatched on a larger scale, you might be asking, what happens next? Well, it takes 35 to 36 days for a teeny tiny chick to reach the size of a full-size chicken. And all that growing happens right here on the chicken farm. Even before the chicks hatch, the chicken farmer is super busy preparing for their arrival. First, the entire barn is clean, then made ready for the arrival of the new chicks. That includes fresh bedding and the setting up of food and water stations. Chicks need a lot of care, so everything has to be in order. In Canada, these chickens aren't really raised in cages. In fact, all broiler chicken barns in Canada look pretty much the same as this one, where the chickens are free to roam. When the chicks first arrive, they're kept warm using heat lamps, but soon grow feathers and can stay warm. The farmer walks through the barn regularly each day to make sure that the chicks are safe and healthy. They'll also check the water and feed lines to make sure that the automated, computerized equipment is working properly. This is really cool stuff. The chicken farm is so high-tech, it can be completely controlled from the farmer's cell phone. Here in Nova Scotia, chickens are raised indoors to protect them from disease, but also from predators, like foxes. Foxes love chicken. When the chickens reach 35 to 36 days old and are around 2 kilograms, they are ready to be used for food. Hey, Luke.
Hi, Jilly.
How's it going?
It's going great.
That's great. Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure.
That's awesome. Luke Testruda at Synergy Farms oversees a ton of chicken barns. Luke, how many chickens do you have here?
I take care of about 400,000 chickens every 8 weeks.
Wow, 400,000.
Yeah, you know, it can be a little higher or a little lower, but around 400,000.
Wow,
yeah.
That's a lot. Okay, so you'll probably know the answer to my next question then. What is the most important thing about raising chickens?
The most important thing about raising chickens is keeping them comfortable and calm in the barn. So really what our biggest job here is, it's to keep the animal just kind of stress-free in the environment.
I didn't know that at all. That's wild. Since these chickens are being raised for meat, there are probably tons of rules about health and safety, right?
There are yeah. In Canada, we have something called OFSAP, which is the On-Farm Food Safety Assurance Program.
Wow.
Which is a set of rules and regulations that are national in Canada. We also have something called the Animal Care Program, which is another national program that has to do with how we care for the animals in the barn to make sure that we're held to a high standard.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that exists.
Yeah.
All right. I noticed you have a ton of technology around here. Can you tell me about that? What does it all do?
Yeah, so I have computerized systems that take care of the atmosphere in the barns. We control for carbon dioxide, ammonia, humidity, and temperature. And also we have automated systems to feed the birds, to turn the lights on and off, and to water the animals.
That's crazy. So what kind of jobs do you have around here in farming?
On my farm, I have men and women who grow the birds. We call them growers. I have people who clean out the hen houses. I have people who drive tractors. I have people who drive trucks, and I have full-time mechanic and carpentry staff.
That's crazy. Wow. So there's probably like a ton of opportunity for people,
There's
right?
a ton of opportunity in agriculture,
awesome.
yeah.
So I have one last question for you.
Sure.
I've been learning so much about food from Nova Scotia, just really local food. So what is your favorite food that is grown or raised in Nova Scotia?
It's easy, it's chicken.
Well, thank you so much for showing me around. I gotta get home or I'm gonna be late for dinner. I wonder what we're having.
It's chicken.